Danny here at Kiss and Makeup. I'm one of our brow artists. This is Dina. She's going to be our eyebrow model for today. So we're going to show you how to perfectly shape her brows and fill them in. We've been growing Dina's brows in for a while now to get them as full as we can and get a really nice arch for her. So she still has a couple of spaces, so I'm going to show you how to fill that in with shadow afterwards. Okay, so first we're going to measure out her brows to see where we should shape them from. So what you want to do is you can use a brush or a makeup pencil, and you want to hold it from the corner of the nose to the corner of the eye, and that's where your eyebrow should start. So if there's any hair in here, you want to take that out. And then you're going to measure it from the corner of the nose to the outside corner of the eye. And that's about how far the brow should extend. So I'm going to wax the center first.
Okay, what's the first thing?
We apply the wax in the direction of the hair growth and then remove it in the opposite direction.
Again, it's 2 o'clock.
On top, we're going to clean up all these little extra hairs and try not to go too far into the shape of the brow on top, because that's where you want to keep it nice and thick.
I know, I just erased it from the other pages.
I'm going to remove it with 2 strips. I'm using 2 strips so that I don't spread the wax into the brow. And get a nice clean shape. We're going to shape the bottom of the brow. So you'll notice when I was doing the top, I brushed the hairs down so we can get the top nice and clean. Now I'm going to brush the hairs up so we can see the bottom and all the extra hairs that need to come off. And we want to try to leave her some extra hairs to grow because she wants to keep them nice and thick. It's really good to keep your brows as thick as possible because as we get older we tend to lose hairs and they tend to thin out anyway. So you want to hold on to as much hair as you can. So I'm just taking off the extras and then I'm going to go back with the tweezer and shape to be more precise. Now I'm going back with the tweezer. I'm going to start from the center again and then the top of both sides and then the bottom of both sides, just like I did with the wax. So I'm just cleaning up any extra hairs that the wax didn't take out and making the shape as clean and precise as possible. So I'm doing a little bit of each side instead of just finishing one whole eyebrow and then going on to the other one. Because I like to go back and forth so you can get it nice and even because the hairs are not placed in the same spot on both brows. So you want to just work a little bit at a time. I'm going to brush them up and we'll do the bottom. Just lift up a little bit. You want to try to make sure that you're pulling out the hairs in the direction that they grow so you won't cause any ingrowns. A nice even shape. We're going to trim the hairs that are a little bit extending past the brow. So you brush the hairs up, you let it go, see where it falls naturally, and just trim the ends little by little. You don't want to trim too much because, like I said, we want to leave them nice and full. Okay, and we're going to leave her these couple of hairs right on the end there because I'm going to fill that in with powder. Just taking some pressed powder to go over the skin so she's not red. Okay, so now I'm using an eyeshadow by NARS called Bali. This is a great color for brunettes to fill in your eyebrows. So I'm just tapping the brush in and dust off any extra. You want to use a little bit at a time. I'm starting from the inside, and I'm just making a straight line, filling in any areas where we are still growing hairs. Make a nice even line, and then you bring it down little by little into the bottom of the brow. Filling in those spaces. And then the other end of the brush, I'm just going to brush it through to blend it so that you can't even really tell that it's filled in. You want it to look nice and natural. Fill in that little spot here where we left those extra hairs. Brush it with the other side to blend it in. And now she's got her gorgeous eyebrows.